Good evening. My name is Edna Garcia. I am a student at Grand Canyon University, and the following is my personal dispositions. I will talk to you about my dispositions that I strongly believe I possess. These dispositions are the key to success for me as an educator, as a parent, and overall as a human being. What dispositions do I feel I possess? Conduct. I believe that conduct and professionalism go hand in hand. We must do and act accordingly and must model our behavior based on our actions. We must demonstrate such by the way we conduct ourselves in all that we do, how we speak, how we dress, and how we act. I strongly believe that as a parent, I have learned to hold these dispositions on the very top of my list, for it's something I have instilled in my own children. And in order to do so, I had to lead by example. Compassion. Compassion is a source of happiness. Compassion is something our world needs so much right now. I feel that compassion and being kind towards others is so important. We are surrounded by so much hatred, and it's making our spirits sick. We must know kindness and love, especially towards those that need it the most, and we must show that to them. I want to be given compassion, so we must also learn to give it. We want to give and receive in return. It's a mutual exchange. Everyone needs compassion at some point in life. Honesty. Honesty is a mirror of our soul. Honesty is instilled in a child as early in life. Those values are the ones that I hold dear to my heart, as my parents and grandparents instilled those values within in me. I was raised holding those values with such at a high level, and honesty and dignity and respect. I hold those values with high regard. I feel honored to have been given those values, as I feel that they are like treasures within my heart that no one can take away. Now, dedication. I feel fully invested, not only in my education, but also in my career as an educator and as a parent and as a wife. I have worked really, really hard to get to where I'm at as an individual. I take my career as an educator and all my responsibilities with a high level of responsibility. I like to push myself and give the best version of a person can give, the best version of me that you can receive. I put my time and all the time and effort in my schoolwork and in the classroom, which is what I do for a career. I love to teach and spend hours. I like to spend hours planning and preparing for my next day or for the class for the week to come. Well, my life will simply just not be the same if I don't invest the time and dedicate the time that it needs for all that I have to do and what I have to provide. As an educator, I have the passion and I have to put in the time to invest no matter how many hours it takes each day. Now, high expectations. With dedication comes high expectations. Therefore, those are exactly the expectations I have of myself. I have high expectations. I have set really, really hard expectations, not only for myself, but like I said, for my family and for my students. I invest a lot of time and all the necessary time to provide the quality of education my kids deserve. Not only my personal kids, but also my kids at school. Therefore, it's based on those values and dispositions is how I handle my daily life. There is just simply no excuses. I have to lead by example. I have to lead by example, and there's just no excuse. So that in turn, they can do the same for me. Fairness. Fairness goes hand in hand with honesty and compassion. You can have one without the other. I know that I want to be treated equally and fair. Therefore, I must do the same in return. When it comes to my children in class, they are equal to me, just like you have your own kids. They all are equal to you. There's no distinguishing. Your kids are all the same. For a parent, the same thing comes with your kids in class. There's no exceptions. My duty as an educator is to treat my students with the same level of respect and be fair, giving them the best and nothing but the best that I can offer. I love to have my less underprivileged kids feel that they're being treated equal, that they're not feeling less than. I model this behavior not only to my personal children, like I said, but also to my students by teaching them and showing them how to be fair towards others. Now, in regards to what dispositions I feel like I still need to work on, I feel like advocacy is one of those dispositions I still need to put a little more work into, because when it comes to be an educator, you have to learn all that it takes to be an advocate. And how to be an advocate is because you know all that you have to do and all that you have to invest in them. I have quite a bit of ground to still cover. I'm still learning, and every day we learn. So therefore, as an educator, I feel that is something we must have, for it's what we need in order to help our children receive the education they need. We must be our students' advocates. And in my case, I feel like I need to grow more in that aspect. I have a lot of ground to cover, like I said, and I'm still learning. But with lots of work, I will get there, and I will learn to become an advocate, the best advocate my students can have. Those are my dispositions. Thank you.